Hello, people. This is Eric Cobra,
and keep it here.
and this is a Q&A thing after the fourth Winx Club rewrite. A little bit delayed, we know. The original plan was we'd get ready with a new project to send out something of that, and then make it. It's just between real life and the project itself that's taking time. It is coming. We are knee deep in this.
I think we're about halfway through at this point.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Circa halfway. Yeah, just halfway getting ready, not actually writing anything. That. It's taking its time, but it's coming, folks. It's coming. But yeah, somebody actually commented just like, "Have you forgotten about the Q&A and such?" And you know what? That's a legit question. We could have forgotten. We hadn't, but it's been a couple of months now. It's probably about fucking time. In fact, you might argue it's a little bit on the late side, and I probably wouldn't argue.
Yeah. So here we are. And we have some questions.
Yeah, we actually got some questions. Plus, we'd also answer a couple of things that's come up like around different places, but not specifically for this.
Mind if I take the questions? They're just kind of rapid fire. But of course, you can answer too, since you also have an opinion.
Yes. Just if you want to read, sure.
Sure. So we have gotten 3 questions from Night 7572. And the questions are, if you were to do the rewrites of World of Winx Season 1 and 2, would you? And yes, we very much would. We are roughly halfway through Season 2. We're going to take a look at it.
Yes. Though that didn't really answer the question. Saying we're halfway through Season 2 doesn't really answer the question whether we'd rewrite it.
I just said we would.
Well, yes. But the other thing doesn't actually add anything to the answer.
Just that we're working on it.
Right. Anyway, as you said, yes, we would actually want to do that, though we do something very different from the show. Since the show says this is an alternative continuity, which we don't want to do. So that requires some major changes in some things. But there's also a lot we like about it. So yeah, that's definitely something we will do at some point. Can't tell you when because we are doing a different project right now. But at some point we are going to come back to Winx Club. So sure.
And the second question is what our favorite fairy form is, and I like the Season 2 transformations. It's a very simple add-on and
summon hand back.
I know, but I like it, the first transformation, and I like that they add to it here instead of just giving them a new one.
Well, my favorite is probably still the Season 1 transformation, because the Season 1 transformation were allowed to be very unique to the girls. Like, each one was suited to that specific girl. In later seasons, the uniforms became more and more freaking uniform. And that took away a lot of the individuality from the girls. And I think they should have stuck to that each of the girls had like their own unique theme. If you want to combine that with whatever clothing theme you're going for, you should do that. But I think that in later seasons, it's pretty much they're just all wearing the same dress. You can, like, kind of see a progression from each having their real own unique look to all of them having the same look. And it's about the same rate as them going from having their own transformation sequences to them all sharing the same transformation sequence, with cuts being made if they are not all present. So yeah.
Yeah. And the last one is the favorite transformation song, and for me, that's the Identities version they have in the show.
That's
I like
pretty
the
good.
rock tune there.
Yeah, I'd agree.
So yeah.
The show did have good music.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was just like rocking out of Balthor's theme every time he came on.
Oh yeah, well that was Balthor's theme from which version was it?
I think it was already at the 4Kids version then, though we might still have done the write-up.
Well, it was the one we first saw. It was missing from the one we saw second, and I think.
Oh, then it was the write-up. Yes.
Yeah, the write-up. Balthor's theme was like organ music and guitars. I loved it. Sadly, never been able to find a version of it dissected from the show, but it was cool. Those are the questions we got from the whole request for Q&A at the end there. But we also seen some things pop up here and there. We feel like we want to answer. First of all, a thing we get asked a lot is, why is Kiko not a bunny? Well, first of all, we changed him to be a little less of a mascot thing because we really felt like that added nothing. But there's also some things about man. Maybe you can explain it best.
Well, see, the Kiko in the show is basically hyper intelligent. He's basically a little human.
Though it's never really acknowledged.
No, and that was just. We didn't want to go with that. We wanted him to be an ordinary animal from Earth, but also to explain how the fuck Bloom got him in the first place.
Oh yeah.
Um, so that was the thing. But then we sort of talked about that bunnies don't do a lot when you just have them in a little cage in your room. And
Oh yeah, I remember my family had a bunny once. You you would think it was dead half the time. It's like oh hey, it's an ex-bunny now. But no, it was just pining for the fjords apparently.
yeah, I think they do a little more if you give them more room to hop around on. But Bloom and her family live in a rather small city house.
Mm.
So yeah, that was so. So we looked up guinea pigs and found out that they are a lot more active, especially because bunnies are almost exclusively nocturnal or something. Wasn't that what you found?
I think it was more like they're active in the morning and the afternoon and evening, not in at night.
Oh, yeah, that makes more
I
sense.
think that's diurnal. Might remember wrong, but yeah.
So yeah, we looked up bunnies and we found that a guinea pig would just do a bit more.
Especially in the day.
Yeah.
So we made that change. The second question we gotten a lot, and I've also actually seen discussion pop up in a couple of different places on the net, which makes me happy because that means people are hearing the word of my little little creation here. But something that popped up is why no transformation sequences? We got a couple of reasons for that.
Yeah. I, by the way, have one to add to it. I just realized when you said uniform earlier.
That's very great, dear, but if we haven't said any of them yet, does it really matter that you're adding one?
No, I suppose not. Damn it, we're professional here. You just go ahead, I'll add it at the end then.
We're not here to be professional, we're here to be entertaining.
You think we are? Okay, fair enough.
Well, I hope so. Anyway, first of all, transformation sequences classically used in media with visual and such. It allows for some flashy animations, some cool music, lots of colors being splashed and such. And this is writing. I mean, it would literally either go down to me writing like half a paragraph of, and then she stretched her arm and her clothes dissolved into a spray of glitter and a red ribbon grew up it like a wine or something like that once, and then the rest of the time would just be they transformed. So there's a lot there that it doesn't add. Secondly, is that it's often in shows used as a way to pad time, so make sure the episodes are uniform. That's something we really noticed in season 4 of this show was that occasionally they just really stretch them, and that's what's used because they didn't have that much episode. And that's really not necessary when we write.
No, we decide how long the chapter is.
Oh yeah, we don't have some sort of minimum maximum length. Other than that, there's also the fact that the transformations were often used to give a power boost. That is, they unlock a new ultimate transformation. Wasn't the one in the third one supposed to be the ultimate one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like every time it's the new ultimate transformations. There's more new ultimate transformation than fucking Dragon Ball at this point.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's also to show they gotten a power boost, and that's like that makes the powers like steps, where it's like you advance to the next level and you do a jump. Whereas we rather wanted a more soft curve, a learning experience.
Yeah, exactly. The girls become stronger because they become better at using their magic, not because they're just given a power boost.
Though they do occasionally get new tools.
Oh yeah.
And new spells and such. But that makes the learning curve much softer, which is what we were going for.
Yeah. The other thing is that sometimes it's used to explain why the girls can sometimes use their powers and why not, and that's just another thing in Winx Club. They can use their powers no matter what they look like. And likewise to provide a...
I should probably clarify before somebody can shoot for use. What he says is the transformation sequences are often used in shows where the heroes cannot use their powers until they have transformed.
Oh yeah, oh my. Okay, fair enough. Yes, that was it. And in Winx Club, they can use their powers no matter whether they're transformed or not. And the other one is that it is used for two other reasons. One is to give them a uniform, actually, if they are part of some group, as you see in Witch with the Guardians of Candlecar. They have their purple and green uniforms.
Oh yeah, with the stockings and everything.
Yes, and, they're also rather unique. And the other thing is to give them a secret identity if their families and so on can't know for whatever reason. As we see in Tokyo Mew Mew, Sailor Moon, and yeah, Witch. And about 1,000 others.
And that's very great, dear. But you forgot to tell why that's not applicable here.
It's not applicable because they're just going to a school, and the transformations are supposed to be theirs specifically, and therefore it just doesn't really work for these two purposes. So yeah.
And the reason for the secret identity is that the girls don't have secret identities, except a little bit in season 4 and in World of Winx.
Yeah. That just seems silly that no one was recognizing them.
Yeah, well, these things are often kind of silly like that.
Yeah.
And of course, there's also the whole flight issue we kind of scrapped. I mean, we had I can't remember at least a couple of times on the show where somebody's falling despite being able to fly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just didn't feel like it added much necessarily.
No. The girls can get in danger in other ways, otherwise too, but often they'd use a hole in the ground.
Yep. But yeah, those are the things. So yeah, that's what we have to say. So this has been Eric Cobra.
Give it here.
And this has been Winx Club 4 Q&A. So see you all around.
See ya.